Welcome to Recipes Recommended. Today's recipe, butternut squash mac and cheese, is a recipe I found in a recent issue of Southern Cast Iron magazine. I saw it while I was looking for a different recipe, but this one jumped off the page. The butternut squash is a neat idea, so we made this one instead. We prepared the recipe pretty much 100% to the letter, but decided that if and when we make this again, I'll make a couple minor changes. For instance, I'll probably try this without the bacon next time. I hope you enjoy it. We start by cutting the gigantic butternut squash we had. Because it was so big, I chopped the bulbous end completely off and then split it in two. After cutting off the skin and using a vegetable peeler to get the remaining bits off, I cut the squash into half-inch cubes. Even though I was going to be pureeing them, it's always a good idea to cut vegetables uniformly so they cook evenly. After I had enough, I set them aside. The bacon was then cut into chunks and the parsley was minced. Over medium heat, we rendered down the bacon until crispy, reserving about 2 tablespoons. The panko was then added to the bacon fat and seasoned with a half teaspoon of salt. We stirred constantly for about a minute until the panko was golden brown. Next, I made a slurry with cornstarch and water. And in the now empty pan over medium-high heat, we added the butternut squash and poured in the half and half and some more salt. Once combined, I poured in the slurry and stirred. Once the squash mixture was at a simmer, the pan was covered and left to cook for about 20 minutes until the squash was tender. The contents were then added to our blender and processed until smooth. The bright orange liquid was then reintroduced to the pan, and our 2 cheeses, Fontina and cheddar, were stirred in. Because this is a no-bake mac and cheese, which I didn't realize before deciding to make it, you need to fully cook some macaroni elbows or shells like we chose to before stirring it in. It is then finished by sprinkling on the panko, parsley, and bacon. This mac and cheese is a winner for a few reasons. First, the butternut squash adds a vibrancy and keeps this dish from getting too heavy. It's also no bake, and for me, that just means I get to eat it sooner. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider hitting the like button, commenting, and subscribing. We'll also be publishing a corresponding blog post with more of my thoughts and experience making this recipe. Again, you can find that on our website, recipesrecommended.com. Please don't forget, great minds eat alike.